And welcome to the Opie and Anthony program. That's right, welcome. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony program.
Welcome all the people that actually know that the show starts now at 7 o'clock Eastern. Welcome all those people.
We promoted the hell out of it that we were going to move the show 1 hour forward.
Yes, we did. Everyone who's a fan of this show should have known that we should start the show now at 7 Eastern.
A new time for the program, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. on the East Coast. You do the math for the rest of the country.
But a couple of people out of the loop. A couple of just blithering, idiot, moron assheads. Like Pedro from D.C. Guess he didn't like the best of stuff that was being played from 6 to 7. This fucking sucks. He's not funny and wasn't funny the first time. Thanks, Dick. My commute from 6 to 7 is back to Stern. Lazy assholes. Lazy would imply that we're replacing an hour of the show with recorded material and still doing a show until 10.
Which is a good idea, by the way.
Which, I would love to. If it got me any further away from having to deal with an ass fuck like Pedro on a daily basis, please, I'd do it wholeheartedly. But no, we do the show from 7 to 11 Eastern now. So it's the same 4 hours. We're still doing 4 hours. Lazy assholes, he says. You would only say that if you're so stupid and paid so little attention in life that you didn't understand what was going on. Pedro. My name is Pedro. Vote for Pedro. Vote for Pedro. Vote for Pedro. Vote for Pedro.
He offers your protection.
Yeah. Douchebag. And then he tries to change his name to Rev Dre from Maryland instead of Pedro from D.C. But he prints the exact same thing. Even calls us lazy fucks at the end of it. Ooh, you got us. Now I will have the pleasure of just banning him from the instant feedback site. A couple of clicks, and there we go. You're now banned.
Wasn't there a few more people that thought we were live?
Oh, a couple of jackasses. Someone calling us faggots. Get both of these Neanderthals off the air, please. That's Jimmy from Broad Channel, New York. Thinking that Laverne and Shirley were actually on the air instead of the replay before we start the show. If you don't like the replay, don't listen to it. The show starts at 7 now. Whatever happens before 7, that's extra stuff. That's free extra added stuff.
Is that bonus material?
It's bonus stuff. If you missed it some point in your life, maybe you missed that program, and you tune in and go, oh, I haven't heard this before. Listen, enjoy it. It's a bonus. It's extra. If you've heard it before, if you don't like it, whatever. Go somewhere else, you tool. We start the show at 7.
7 a.m. to 11 a.m. on the East Coast, and then it replays all day long, so. All day long.
All day long.
Dodge clutch. All day long.
What a bunch of idiots.
But I agree with that guy. I kind of yelled at Eric. I'm like, Eric, why are you playing the retarded Laverne and Shirley? Why? I wanted to yank the tape off the air. But I don't think we could go live officially. I don't know. We got to figure it out with Washington.
Go live why?
Well, I wasn't digging that, replay of the retarded Laverne and Shirley.
Oh, you were going to pull it off the air and go live?
I would have loved to if I knew how to do it.
Yeah, I don't think we have the capability of doing that.
God, there's the picture of the animal. The story of the weekend.
Oh
my God.
And the chick he took hostage down there in Georgia.
That's the chick he took hostage? That blonde?
Yeah, he said she was an angel that was brought to him. They were brought together by some divine, magic. And she's an angel. And actually, he let her go to call 911.
Let's see what kind of angel she really is. Let's see her anus right now.
Oh, you think maybe something happened? Well, he was up on rape charges before he went out and killed
Up on rape charges. He's calling her an angel. She's a blonde-haired beauty.
Oh.
For that area, anyway.
That animal. I've seen similar situations, though, and nothing happened. Actually, the one that I saw was on TV once, and she was going, "No, Kong, no. Put me down, Kong." So there is a way to talk down to people sometimes.
How does that story go? You were telling me in the office that they just screwed up at the courthouse, right?
This is more political correctness gone awry, and this is absolutely why this guy was out on the street killing people for as long as he did. He's up on rape charges. Apparently there was going to be a mistrial, a hung jury. And he was going into the courtroom to continue this trial on rape and kidnapping charges. So they're going to bring him into the courtroom so that he's in the courthouse being escorted by a deputy. A woman deputy, first of all.
Good.
Alone, without shackles, handcuffs, and in street clothes. Why, you say? Is this guy who's up on rape charges has a record already? Because they don't want to bring him in front of the jury in prison garb or shackles or handcuffs because it would prejudice the jury. They would look at him in those cuffs and go, well, he's guilty. He must be because he's in cuffs and shackles. So we have to find him. It'll sway the jury. So they put him alone in an elevator with a woman deputy. Now, women, say everything you want. If he looks over and sees a chick there, he's taking a shot. This is a perfect opportunity. Instead of maybe two guys, one on each arm, with handcuffs on this animal. But no. So he clocks her. You know how fast it would be? I've seen videos of stuff on the website where you see a guy punch someone in the face in 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Just pounds her in the face. She's going down. She can't take a punch like a guy from this guy. She goes down. He pulls the gun out of the holster. Boom! Shoots her right in the head.
But she survived, right?
For some reason, it didn't go through her skull. I don't know. And then she's definitely got injuries. She fell flat on her face, broke bones in her face. He gets out of the elevator, walks to the courtroom he's supposed to be in, holds them hostage for a little while.
Why didn't he just leave at that point? Or did he have to go?
He was on a mission. He wanted to shoot the judge that was in charge of his trial.
He was also having them handcuffed.
Yeah.
He had someone handcuffed the other people.
Hey, the people at what are they called? Those
bailiffs
security
or whatever?
guys, very good, Opie, yes. Had them handcuff some of the people in the courtroom, shot the judge, shot the court reporter, shot another sheriff, another deputy in the courtroom, killed all three of them, walks outside, shoots somebody else, carjacks a couple of people, finally gets away, I guess, on public transportation. The car that they were given out over the weekend, that Honda that they said was stolen and the plate number was out on all the highway signs, apparently that was still in the parking garage, and a civilian walking around spotted it. The cops in Atlanta, I gotta say, some of the most incompetent buffoons I've ever seen. Hello, Atlanta. Good morning, Atlanta. From the way this story went, just incompetence all around. And the guy goes around, it turns out later on, up in Buckhead, nice area. He went to the suburbs.
Buckhead.
He finds some immigration cop and shoots and kills him. Takes his truck, drives to this woman's neighborhood, sees her, follows her back to the house. As she's getting into the house, he comes up on her and says, you do everything I say, I won't kill you. Brings her into the house, ties her up. She starts talking about her daughter and I guess gets on his good side. He unties her. She cooks him breakfast. And after a while of talking, he sees her as this angel and lets her go. She calls 911. The cops show up. He waves a white T-shirt and surrenders without a fight. And now he's back in court again. I wonder if they're going to cuff him and shackle him when they bring him in, or if that'll prejudice the jury. You shackle and cuff these people. They're not there. Why do they think they're going to play by the rules? All right, the rules here stay. We can't give them the cuffs or the shackles because it'll prejudice the jury. But now your part of this, sir, is you have to act like a civilized human being. All right? You think you can do that? We're playing by the rules. You play by the rules. No, he's punching people in the face and shooting them. Unbelievable. So that was the big crime story.
That all went on right when we got off the air on Friday.
Over the weekend. And then we had...
over the weekend, right.
But not to be outdone, I'm very proud of my race, my white race, because not to be outdone, we had crazy whitey crime over the weekend, too. This is crazy black guy crime, which is, if you see the situation without seeing the person, you'd go, oh, black guy, right?
Right.
Now, we had crazy whitey crime.
Well, we used to play that game, remember? That was one of our favorites when we were bored and we would call each other. We would watch Cops.
Yeah.
And the call would come in, where the cops were going and what the crime was. And
we have a stabbing. You'd be Puerto Rican.
Right.
It's got to be a Hispanic guy if it's
We nailed it every time. Every time.
Shooting, going to be a black guy. You have a drunk and disorderly domestic, white trash.
Right.
And you knew it was every friggin' time. So, not to be outdone, Whitey
hence
had
the
crazy
racial
white guy
profiling.
Crime. Yeah, racial profiling works.
Those guys know what they're doing.
When I heard in Wisconsin there was a shooting and 7 people were dead because of a shooting in a church meeting, I was like, oh, this guy's going to be pearly white. And there he was, crazy white guy. Only crazy white people do stuff like
Now, what was the problem with this one?
This guy, he seems he was going to lose his job, and he also had a problem with the sermon that was giving at his church meeting, which sounds like this wacky sect of religion. And he burst into the little meeting that they were having at a hotel. For some reason, they don't have a church. They hold these church meetings in a hotel, and just started shooting at some of these parishioners and the head muckety-muck in charge, and killed them, and then he turned the gun on himself and killed himself. And then I was like, white guy, that's a white guy crime. When a guy busts into a post office and kills his co-workers, that's a white guy. When a guy bursts into a McDonald's and shoots people, white guy. So it was crazy whitey crime.
Yeah.
Not to be outdone. That was good. I like seeing the white people stepping up and actually stealing the headlines away from the black guy.
Now, you also had a good point about that whole crime.
Yeah, as I'm watching it, I'm like, well, this guy was absolutely upset with something that happened at this church meeting. Walked in and killed a bunch of people and then killed himself. If this had been a meeting, let's say a bunch of video gamers having a LAN meeting and playing, and some guy started shooting, they would be saying, you got to get these violent video games off the shelves because that's what's causing it. If it was a movie club and they were watching maybe some R-rated movies with violence in it and the guy busted in shooting, you'd say it's the violence in the movies.
Get rid of Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, right.
San Andreas. It's causing crime out there.
Violent movies have to be taken off the screens because look at what they do. If it was a gun club, anything else, they'd be looking into what type of meeting was going on when these people were shot. How come because it's a church meeting, people aren't up in arms saying, we got to get rid of these religions? You know, we got to get rid of church meetings because obviously this guy was upset about the church meeting. So why not get rid of these things because that's what caused this shooting? But you'll never see that. Religion caused this. Religion caused this. The guy was upset. All of a sudden my mic is really screwy.
Really?
In my headphones. It's just this wacky, tinny... Ever since I started raising my voice a little bit. Unbelievably bad. Oh, now I got a buzz. Listen to this. Listen, quick, Opie. Quick,
no one's
listen.
going to care.
Listen. Do you hear that?
Yeah,
what is
I don't know. That's really bad.
I blew up the mic with my ranting. I blew it up. Oh, my God, it's totally gone. This is hysterical.
But you sound completely normal on the air.
I know.
It's just in your headphones.
All right, I'll deal with this until break or something. I'm a professional.
Jesus caused another death last night, or over the weekend as well, Anthony.
Jesus,
yes. An elderly woman's makeshift altar turned her Brooklyn apartment into an inferno yesterday after her... What is a votive candle? Or
it's one of those little...
V-O-T-I-V-E?
Little ones. They're about 1 inch, 2 inches in diameter.
Okay.
Little votive candles. They go into little lamps and
God damn
whatnot.
it. Once again, Anthony knows a little bit about something.
I didn't know what a duvet was, but Jimmy did.
I never heard of a votive candle before.
Yeah.
Or the word votive.
The ex was totally into those. There were so many around the house all the time.
I don't remember that.
Oh, they went in everything. Little votive candles in colored glass and
are those the ones they're only 1 inch high?
Yeah, they're in little tin can looking things.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, an elderly woman's makeshift altar turned her Brooklyn apartment into an inferno yesterday after her votive candle bearing a picture of Jesus. So she had this religious altar in her apartment. Well, it fell to the floor and set her bedroom ablaze.
Did Jesus decide to do that? God works in mysterious ways. Sometimes you praise him and he kicks your ass, and there's no apparent reason for it.
He has a sense of humor, I gotta tell you.
He really is a funny guy.
Rose Kaufman, a 75-year-old neighborhood fixture, said she tried to put out the lunchtime fire with a blanket and a pillow, but the flames in her third-floor apartment spread too quickly. Fortunately, Kaufman and other residents in the 3 apartments got out of the building before anyone was hurt.
Wait, what did she try to put them out with?
A blanket and a pillow? Did I say something wrong?
No. I'm thinking those are good things to put on fire with.
How about you get some water?
A little gas and some feathers? Stupid old whore.
Try to put them out with some newspapers I had around the building.
Every Sunday, Kaufman said she lights her favorite candle, a glass votive with a picture of Jesus, and puts it in her bedroom window.
Yeah.
Kaufman said that yesterday she left the room to make lunch for her son, a disabled vet, and her daughter before coming back to find the room on fire.
Nice.
When the pillow and blanket were no help, she retrieved some water from the bathroom, but the fire was too big by then, so she got out. When I came back, it just went crazy, Kaufman said outside the building, where she stood in shorts and slippers. I couldn't believe how fast it moved. Well, that's what happens with fires, you idiot. Kaufman said the window was cracked open a couple of inches, and a quick gust probably knocked the candle over.
Ah, a gust.
Yeah.
That's sort of an act of God kind of thing, isn't it? Open the window. Ooh. Look at her burn. God damn.
Fire, quick, grab a pillow. Jesus. What age do you hit when you think that's a viable solution to a fire?
Pillow.
She said the apartment in which she had lived for 23 years is too damaged for her to return. Inside were pictures, clothes, and medicine she takes for a heart condition. Also inside was a small American flag that she flew from her bedroom window, Anthony. And she says here, the flag is still there, she said. I can't believe it. It's still there. It gives you hope.
That's great.
Certainly doesn't give you hope.
So, how was the commute in today? Obviously not as, obviously you can figure out the one person that's not happy with his time change. Well, he went right off from, right out of the gate. I woke up, I couldn't believe it.
It's not all that bad. There's a little bit of stress in driving on the expressway an hour later. At 4:30, when I leave at 4:30 to get here, when we used to start the show way back when at 6, no one on the road. Average speed, anywhere between 65 and 80 miles an hour to get in. Now, it's anywhere between 0 miles an hour and a maximum of 60. Oh, yeah, the traffic dead stopped by the Grand Central Parkway and by the Midtown Tunnel.
Was there a problem, though? Or?
No. Problem is it's an hour later. That's the problem. So, yeah, dead stop. But I got in... it probably took me about 35 minutes instead of 20 minutes door to door, which isn't that bad, but there's more people on the road. And I notice as I'm driving, I'm going, and I start under my breath again. I'm zigzagging in and out of lanes. And then it hit me. It just hit me. This calm came over me. And I calmo. And I just went, you know something? I went, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. That was my mantra. And I was like, if I get here at 7:05, if something happens, if there's a pile-up on the LIE and I'm sitting in traffic for an hour and I don't even make the beginning of the show, I don't care. I just don't give a shit. So I sat there in traffic and 3rd Avenue coming up. When I would come in early, I'd make it in 2 minutes. 2 minutes from the Midtown Tunnel up to 57th. This time, there's a few more cars on the road. It's not as fast. But again,
little bit.
I don't care. I don't give a shit.
Well, I jumped in my cab. You know I live relatively close, and it was a whole different experience. And, and all I was thinking was, oh, man, Ant was right. There's a lot more cars out.
A lot more cars.
An hour later. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, man, he's going to come in a pissed-off mood. We were getting ready to secretly tape you, by the way, and then you showed up.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, because I was convinced. I'm like, guys, get the tape recorder. He's going to come in and just start ranting and raving, and we need this on tape. We need it as it's coming out of his mouth.
Was it going to be that? You thought it was going to be that bad? Well,
didn't you see everyone get a little weird when you walked into the office?
Yeah, I did.
We were getting ready to set up this sting operation, and all of a sudden Nathaniel had to kind of hide the thing as you were walking in, and
it wasn't that bad. No, a little more traffic on the road, but like I said, I don't give a shit. I'm calmo. Don't care. An extra hour of sleep. What the hell? It's nice.
Yeah,
I like it.
All right. How are you, Jimmy?
Good. A little tired. I got home late last night from Baltimore.
You're a long hair today, too.
No, I gotta
wow, I've never seen your hair that long.
Yeah, I just want to cut it.
Really grows in quickly.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Full head of hair. Seconds to me. It feels sloppy and just dirty and
Really? You don't like it?
I despise it. It's got to come off today.
Okay.
But I thought we were going to D.C. today because I saw Jaime at the show last night. He came. He's like, oh, you guys are coming to D.C. Tuesday.
Really?
We are? He's like, oh, yeah.
No, we couldn't get hotels down there.
Oh, is that why we did?
Yeah, we're going next week, I guess.
We're going next week, yeah.
Next week we'll do, I think Monday and
Tuesday, yeah.
From Washington.
Okay.
They wanted to do, Tuesday, Wednesday, but then it would leave me one day to pack because we're doing our vacation.
Yeah, we're heading toward vacation finally.
You figure out what you're doing?
Nah, I got to figure it out. Maybe if someone has a good idea for me, that'd be great. I'm going to
send you on vacation?
I'm going to go away by myself somewhere.
When's vacation?
Huh?
When's vacation, guys?
A couple weeks, I guess.
Don't you know?
I do, but I don't know the exact dates.
It's like the 28th.
I was thinking of going down to Atlantis and just camping out for like a week and a half. Literally,
I did Atlantis.
I don't want to do much of anything. I just want to lay around.
Yeah, that'll do it then.
Lay around,
read. Nice beach down there. You could do some snorkeling.
Read a couple books. I was thinking of going scuba diving or something, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Atlantis.
I got to figure it all out. I got to figure it out soon, I guess.
Yeah, I'm going on my big cruise.
Mm-hmm.
My big 10-day cruise. Nice.
With
big
the whole
ship.
family.
The whole family going. It's a whole family outing. It'll be great.
Just a quick reminder, this Thursday we're broadcasting live from the Hard Rock Cafe.
Ooh.
Yes. Our first live broadcast, technically. I mean, we've done the live broadcast from Mardi Gras and from Vegas and from L.A., but not a great opportunity for the fans to come out.
No.
Not really, because we're not huge in New Orleans, so, you know, we had some people show up.
Mm-hmm.
We're definitely not huge in L.A., even though we had a few people show up, even though they couldn't really get into the casino, they still found a way to bother us.
Hey, maybe I could use those headphones.
Oh, really? They're that bad?
This is now squeaking.
There you are, sweetie.
Yeah. Let's
see if those work.
Put those in, Hawk.
So anyway, this Thursday, Hard Rock Cafe right down the street on 57th Street between 7th and Broadway. We're broadcasting live from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. It's going to be our Kegs and Eggs.
Kegs and Eggs.
And we got a couple MiFis to give away. We're going to introduce you guys to all the new characters on the new XM show. Like Pat from Moonachie is going to show up. I think Andre is going to be showing up.
Right.
I think a bunch of our comedian friends are going to be showing up. I think Stephen Lynch is showing up to do a few songs. I think Brother Joe's going to be there. We're looking to do some kind of crazy contest.
Yeah.
We got to develop this whole thing as we do the show today.
Like a what kind of contest? Eating something green?
I want to do another we can't do alcohol, but some kind of drinking contest.
Like the
I want Pat to defend his title is what I want.
Yeah, but
we got to figure out something.
Him being a diabetic and all, I think we got lucky that first time. I don't think we ought to put anything in him.
He still has 9 toes. We could do the contest another 8 times, I'm thinking.
Oh, God.
And you know what? He's somewhere out there in Radioland nodding his head going,
I'll do it.
I agree. I agree.
What good are toes anyway?
Maybe it's up to Pat from Moonachie to decide if he's out of these drinking contests.
I don't care.
We could do the old milk gag.
That's a good one.
The old milk gag.
That makes you vomit real easy. A lot of people think they could get a gallon down. Ain't gonna happen.
All right, we're just warming up. We got lots to do today. We got a Jacko song we got to get to. Oh, that's actually gonna be really good. We got this. Well, I'll explain a little bit, and a lot of other things. We should just take a quick break. I'm thinking. Oh, before I break, Anthony, I got to tell you, man. I went to the strip club in Canarsie. It was unbelievable. It was called Titties.
Yeah. And
the lap dancers are really. They're really cheap. They're on the cheap side. It's like $15 a lap dance, and just a really, really nice club that not many people know about in Canarsie. Titties.
I thought if you were going to go to a place, it would be something a little more local.
Nah, Titties. It's just an amazing club that no one knows about in Canarsie. You know, the girls are really, really hot. You even get the really hot girls during the day. You know, you don't get the daytime strippers at Titties in Canarsie.
All right.
They have a really nice champagne room kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you know, if you know how to work it, you get the knee job when they're doing the lap dances. Titties in Canarsie, it's a lot of fun. I spent a lot of time there over the weekend, so wanted to tell you about my experience.
Out of nowhere, you just decide to.
No, what? Just talking about titties.
Bring this up.
No, Titties in Canarsie. It's great.
Okay.
So, you were sharing about some of the things you were talking about over the weekend. I figured I'd share a little bit.
Glad you brought that up.
Titties in Canarsie. It's quite a club. I think it's going to be one of the hottest clubs in the whole tri-state area.
Right.
What's wrong?
Just wondering who owns it. Your friends in Howard Beach? Did somebody call you?
No.
I think you want to plug this club.
What are you talking about? No,
nothing.
No, stop.
Play some dance music.
Look, you know, the show's all about discussing our lives when we're not here. I just want to let you know that I just happened to go to this place called Titties in Canarsie over the weekend. That's all.
Great.
God forbid I share. The women were beautiful. The drinks were nice. You know?
Sounds good.
Got out of there without spending too much money.
Where?
Sounds
It was
great.
Where?
Where?
Titties in Canarsie.
Oh. Sounds good.
What's wrong with you guys?
Interesting. Well, just bring it up, sure. Why not?
Why the awkwardness now?
Because we don't know you to go to many strip clubs.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I
go all the time.
I've never gone with you. I kind of would like to.
Go alone or with friends? Were there some friends with you when you went?
Yeah, there were a couple friends.
Oh, okay.
We all decided, we had heard about this joint. Word on the street, it's a cool place. So I figured I'd just try it out, and yeah, it was great. So
you went to dinner before you went there?
Yeah, we went to a steak place.
Oh, okay, nice.
That steak place over there on, over there, kind of on, a little east of here.
Right, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I forgot the name of the steak place, but Titties.
Yeah.
In Canarsie.
Uh-huh.
Solid strip club.
Right. Sounds good.
All right. If you're going to, have a bachelor party soon or something, it might be a place you want to check out. That's all I'm saying. That's it.
Well, they should maybe buy some time on the station.
Why? It was just something that I did. That's all.
All right.
Want to take a break?
I'd like to go there.
I would